Box, box. Plan B, Strat Mode Push. You've heard these messages in Formula One. But what if I told you that most of the time, they don't mean what you think? Behind the simple words is a world of secrets. Behind every radio message, there's strategy, secrets, and sometimes even mind games. Today I'll break down what drivers actually hear, and what it really means. This is the ultimate guide to F1 communication. Communication in Formula One hasn't always been this complex. In the early days, it was just pit boards and hand signals. But today we operate on a massive, global digital network that spans thousands of miles. Every single radio message travels from the driver's helmet, through the car's carbon fibre antenna, into the telemetry system, and then instantly to the pit wall and remote mission control. It is a technical marvel. In Formula One, team radio's not just communication. It's a coded weapon. Engineers don't always say things directly. Why? Because every other team on the grid is eavesdropping on their frequency. It's an info war. Section 1, the iconic call. Box, box. It's the two words every fan knows. But in the cockpit, those two words trigger a massive technical cascade across the whole team. It's much more than just changing tyres. When an engineer says box, they are reacting to a precise window of clean air on the track map. They need to find a space where the driver can rejoin the race without getting stuck in slow traffic. It's math. The undercut is the primary weapon here. By pitting one lap earlier than a rival, a driver can use the massive grip of fresh tyres to leapfrog ahead once the rival eventually stops. It's a gamble on pure speed, but the driver doesn't see the gaps behind them. They have to trust the math being done by the hundreds of strategists on the pit wall and back at base. It is a leap of faith at 200 miles per hour. Trust. If they miss that strategy window by even one lap, they could lose a podium position, or even the whole race. This is a game of millimeters and milliseconds. Every box call is a high-speed, calculated risk. It's binary. Section 2, the strategy alphabet. Teams don't just have one plan. They prepare plan A, B, C, and sometimes even plan D. Each one is a mathematical response to a different scenario, unfolding on the track. It's fluid. Plan A is perfection. But plan B usually means the tyres are degrading faster than the simulation predicted. It's the first sign that the race is slipping away from the team's original vision. Damage control starts. Plan C is the emergency valve. A crash, a safety car, or a sudden tropical downpour. It requires the team to scrap hours of preparation in a heartbeat. Adaptation is the only way to survive these chaotic moments. Sometimes the driver hates hearing plan B. It means the dream of an easy win is gone, and the nightmare of defending has begun. Every lap is now a battle against physics and tyre wear. It is a brutal realization. Section 3, Power Unit Commands. Strat Mode. 6. Strat Mode Push. These aren't just helpful suggestions, they are direct, binary orders to the car's hybrid brain and complex electrical systems. It's engineering at its peak. Strat Mode Push opens the floodgates of the energy recovery system. It dumps every available joule of battery power into the rear wheels for a single, decisive overtake. It's the maximum performance level of the car, but you can only run these aggressive modes for a very short time. Push too hard for too long, and you'll harvest too much heat, damaging the MGU-K or the expensive battery itself. It is a delicate, high-speed balance. Conversely, mode management means the team is worried. Save fuel. Protect the internal combustion engine. Think about the remaining 20 laps. These are mandatory instructions for the driver to preserve the car. Section 4, the science of saving. Lift and coast. This is the phrase drivers hate hearing most. It means the race has become a math problem, not a pure sprint. Every gram of fuel is being counted on the pit wall. F1 cars start with a strictly limited amount of fuel. If the pace is higher than expected, the driver must lift off the throttle 50 meters early to save weight and volume. It's the ultimate lesson in high-speed efficiency. While they save fuel, their rivals might be on a different energy strategy, closing the gap with every heavy braking zone. It's psychological torture at 200 miles per hour. You're defending with one hand tied. Every second lost to lifting and coasting feels like an absolute eternity in the cockpit. But if the engineer says it's necessary to reach the finish line, the driver has no choice but to slow down. The data never lies. Section 5, Tactical Silence. We are checking. When a driver asks a panicked question, and the engineer replies with this specific phrase, It usually means we don't know yet. They are scrambling for a solution, but sometimes they do know the answer, and they just don't want to panic the driver. The race engineer is a psychological buffer. They wait until the last possible second to deliver bad news to keep the driver fast. It could be a terminal engine issue, a strategy mistake, or incoming bad news from the stewards. We are checking is a tactical delay to maintain a calm environment in the cockpit. Timing's everything here. Calm wins. Silence on the radio is often louder than any message. In those seconds of checking, the driver's mind is racing faster than the car itself. They are waiting for the final verdict from the pit wall. Intense silence. Section 6, team code words. This is where F1 becomes a spy thriller. Teams use coded language to hide their true intentions from the rest of the grid. It is a high-speed intelligence war between the garages. Codes. Every single team radio message is broadcast publicly to the stewards and the other teams. If you say, "We are pitting to cover Hamilton," the competition will know instantly and react. You have to hide your moves, so instead they might say something completely random like "target scenario delta." To the driver, it's a clear instruction. To the competition, it's just meaningless noise. Strategy is hidden in plain sight. Secrets. Section 7. Driver emotions. Radio is not just technical data, it's raw human emotion. Frustration, adrenaline, and sometimes pure anger are broadcast for the world to hear. Adrenaline is at the absolute limit here. But when the race is won, the radio becomes a temple of celebration. That bond between the driver and the voice in their ear is the most sacred connection in the sport. It's pure, unfiltered joy, a shared victory. And sometimes the driver is even exaggerating on purpose. They want a better strategy or an earlier pit stop, so they use the radio to influence the pit wall. It is a complex, two-way psychological game of chess. Section 8. The Hall of Fame. To truly understand F1 radio, we have to look back at the calls that changed history, from Senna's screams of joy to Schumacher's clinical precision. Every era has its voice. Evolution. Today, every word is analysed by supercomputers in real time. The human voice is just another data stream in the most data-rich environment on Earth. The digital age of F1 communication is here. Digital speed. Every corner, every braking zone, and every radio call is mapped and measured. There is no escaping the data. F1 is a sport of absolute transparency for those who know where to look. Data is the ultimate king. Formula One is won on the track, but it's often decided on the radio. It's a high-speed dialogue filled with strategy, intense pressure, and secrets that can change history in a second. Winning is a conversation. This is the 12-minute director's cut of F1 radio secrets. I hope you've enjoyed this technical deep dive into the hidden language of winning. I'm Mohammed, and this has been Racecraft Explained. Stay fast. Hit like and subscribe for more long-form documentaries on the technical side of motorsport. Tell me your favourite legendary radio call in the comments. We'll see you at the next race. The grid is waiting. Farewell. In the high-speed world of Formula One, the radio is the lifeblood of the team. It is the bridge between intuition and calculation. As we conclude, we look at the silent hardware that powers every single call. Sensors. From thermal sensors on the tyres to the fuel flow meters deep in the engine, the radio carries the pulse of the machine across continents. F1 remains the pinnacle of technology because of this invisible network. Global. Data centers around the globe process this information in milliseconds. Every word spoken is part of a larger, incredibly complex technical ecosystem that allows these cars to compete at the edge of possibility. Data. Thank you for your passion for the technical side of racing. We will continue to decode the grid, one radio call at a time. The science of communication is the science of winning in this elite world. Communication. Keep your headset on and keep listening to the secrets of the track. Racecraft Explained will return with more deep dives into the machinery and the strategy that defines Formula One. The journey continues. Machinery. Formula One is a sport of invisible complexity. We hope this masterclass has changed the way you watch the next Grand Prix. The grid is silent for now, but the data is always flowing. Complexity is the truth. Data. Thank you for joining us today on this 12-minute technical journey. We will see you on the grid for the next episode. This has been F1 Radio Secrets. Goodbye from the race control room. Goodbye for now. Complete.